Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm here with How to Kill a Kit with Style May layout share. So I think I got 9 done this month. I used a collection from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club that I asked to be based around Heidi Swapp's Carefree collection. And then Christina threw in a bunch of other cool stuff. You can see that all in the kit share if you haven't seen it. But I'm gonna go ahead and go through all the projects I made with it and then what's left over. And then I am playing along next month too. So tomorrow you can come and check out my kit for June, which is super different than this one, so I'm excited. Anywho, I decided to start out this month with some of the multicolored stuff. So I used this fun picture of my boss from when I worked with Cavalia Edicio and did a fun multicolored thing. This one was kind of experimental. I just wanted to dip into all the different things Christina had sent me. So these really cool rub-ons I was in love with. I kind of wanted each of the pages I made this month to have something kind of a little special on it. So this one, that was these really cute heart wood veneer, which I loved. And these rub-ons I think are just so cool. But yeah, that's pretty much what this one is. I just tucked the glassine bag that like the wood veneer came in and all that stuff. I even used that from the collection, which I think is nice. Some frames, another rub-on up the side, a bunch of labels. I tried to get a rainbow and a bunch of labels and rub-ons on like every page this month, so that was fun. But this was layout 1. And then layout 2, I wanted to go with more of like 2 colors. So I picked this really fun background and kind of tried to stick to the greens and the blues. This is from our Helen trip. Again, using a frame, some of those fun rub-ons. I really liked pulling in the glassine bags. So you'll see a couple pages I went into my stash and pulled out glassine bags as well. Again, another rainbow. This one I tried to do little pops of gold, which I thought was super cute. And then I got these fun little brads on here as well, but that's that one. Pretty simple, but I love this cool scenic paper. I think it's so cool. And then for this one, I think this was the last page from our Helen trip. And this was actually the last page of my Cavalia trip. So those of you who asked for an album flip through of all my Cavalia Edicio albums, that will be coming. There's still a little bit of room in the album that all those pages are in. So I'm gonna fill up the album, and then once the album is full, then I'll flip through it, but you will get that. But this is the end of my Helen trip. So with 3 4x6s, I really wanted to keep the paper layers kind of simple, so that's pretty much what I did. I just used 2 bands of this yellow 12x12. This green paper is actually a 6x8 that I kind of just stretched out to make it look like it's this whole band. And then I just went through all of the ephemera and pulled out a bunch of yellow and green stuff. So that's what all this is pretty much. Got the last 2 wood veneer on here. Again, some more rub-ons, which I think is really fun. And then I pulled in some mustard enamel shapes from my stash just to give you some pops of that yellow. But this one, it was pretty simple, but it was also kind of fun. And then this one, this is probably one of my favorite pages from this month. I just think the stories are so much fun. This was for work. We were presented with this plaque from our local police station because we work with their police canines. So they made these really cute little trading cards for their dogs, which I think are so cute. So I did just kind of made them so they were washi taped to the back of another card. So if I ever felt compelled to, I could lift them up and read all of their information underneath. So that was a fun kind of interactive feature of this page. I never really do interactive stuff on my layouts, but that was kind of fun. And I tried to keep this one more on the neutral side, but there were little pops of gold here and there. Again, a lot of rub-ons. I thought that was pretty cool. So there's that one. This one, I love the color scheme of this one. This is probably one of my favorite color schemes. This collection is the blue and the pinks together. Again, I love this photorealistic background and just wanted to play that up a little bit. I had this shirt which like matches this die cut like perfectly. So that kind of was why I pulled in all the pink, but I love this blue and pink page. I think it's so cool. Again, lots of rub-ons. I used some more photo corners. Pulled in some pink enamel shapes from my stash. Used up a lot of the flower ephemera. Again, another cute little rainbow and a bunch of labels, of course. But I think this one is also super cute. So there's that. This was page 1 of my Richmond, Virginia trip, which I just started scrapbooking. So you'll see a lot more pages from Richmond, Virginia probably next month. But my mom and I drove up to visit my brother who was there for a month for training before he was shipped off to Germany for 3 years. So that's kind of what these next several pages are about. But this was when we first got there. We went out to dinner, and then after dinner we went on this fun walk down the riverfront canal. This one I made, if you remember the voiceover, I was kind of sick. This is the page I made when I was sick, so I was really feeling low on creativity. So I tried to just pull in some of the scraps I already had and just make something. I really still like what came out of it, but there's not as much going on as some of these other pages. But again, some rub-ons that I used, stickers from the alpha sheet, all of this is rub-ons, fun little border punch, and then just 2 pretty simple clusters down here, but I thought that was fun. I love this big ledger print. It was a fun background to work on. And then I decided to continue with the multicolor thing and really go in and do a rainbow page. So I was hoarding this rainbow cut file to use for when I was going to use this multicolor background, because I think that's such a fun combination. And then I decided, we're going rainbow, so we'll go all out. So I go ahead, I used the stripe of the rainbow print as well. Just try to pull in lots of colors. I used these really fun little crochet flowers that came in my collection. Again, a bunch more rub-ons, those puffy stickers that came in the collection, another glassine bag, and then just some yellow enamel dots from my stash. But this was a fun one too. That was super cool. And then this one, there was kind of an unexpected page. This is not a color combo I really saw within this collection until I started looking at my photos. This is all about Billy's upgrading his guide dog coat, which is yellow and black. So that's what I started with. And then I wanted one more color to kind of pull in. And the only other color I really saw in the photos were this brick color. So that's the color I went into my stash, or not my stash, sorry, the collection, because there actually is this kind of orangey brick color. So I just pulled that in, and it kind of turned out fun. I really like how this one turned out. This one was going backwards in my album. So Billy's about 5 months here. And we're at UGA at this point. He's actually standing in front of the UGA arch right here, if you're familiar with the University of Georgia. But because of that, I really wanted to get these cool paper clips used up on this page. Again, using my ledger paper and a notebook punch just to go with that school theme. Lots of rub-ons on here. But this one was a ton of fun. Again, more photo corners. And then finally, this page, again, this is one I made when I wasn't feeling too good, but this one was also a lot of fun. I love this sunset watercolor paper. I loved it when I first opened this kit, and I pretty much hoarded it all month long. I really was dying to do, you can see a lot of these I picked 2 colors to work from, and the one color scheme that I didn't get to work from that I really wanted to do was pink and green. So this was my attempt at that, but it being the end of the month, I didn't have a lot of stuff left to really do that color scheme justice. But I wanted to really show off this beautiful background. I gutted a part of that rainbow cut file from that one page, so I went ahead and used that. So you get that same kind of effect with the background showing through, and then just try to pull in a bunch of green and pink things, whatever I had left, and then I had to get this really cool ribbon used up. Again, I was kind of like saving this all month long to do something cool with. I really wanted it to be a statement piece on whatever page I did put it on. And I decided to do this really bold kind of shelf that everything would then sit on as I built my page up. And I think that's so cool. And I feel like the colors of the ribbon were perfect for this page, where I kind of focused more on the pink and the green. But this again is Richmond, Virginia. This was in the, what is that manor called? My brain's not working right now. You'll see a lot more pages from this place, so you'll see next month. But yeah, that was that one. But this is all the pages I made this month. I had a lot of fun with all of these. This is a fun month for creating. I'm surprised I didn't create more, but again, you can still probably hear it in my voice. I was sick for like a week and a half. And that really kind of dulled my creativity. So here's what I have left over. I intentionally didn't use this one. That's never happened to me before. I do love the background, which is this gray and white pattern, but again, I was so in love with the photorealistic landscapes and backgrounds in this collection. I really wanted to use this on a beach page, and I didn't have any beach photos printed. So I kind of intentionally saved this one so I could actually use it to its fullest potential when I have a beach photo. So That's what this is about. As far as what's left over from the actual products that I was trying to use, I have a chunk of this multicolor I gutted, a chunk of this cream floral that I gutted. I still had a couple scraps of this yellow. I got a lot of mileage out of this page. I'm surprised there's any of that left because I got that on a ton of pages. A little scrap of the sky print, a little scrap of that first pages layout where I gutted, and then 5 branding strips, which isn't bad. I did okay on my branding strips. And then out of the 6x8 papers, there's actually 3 full sheets I didn't use. I'm kind of shocked. I usually always cut into everything. But I had these 3 left. So again, that multicolor, the aquawood grade, which I love this paper. I'm not quite sure why I didn't use it, but yeah. And then this kind of more neutral one, which I'm surprised I didn't use this either. I was excited to use this as a layering piece, but I didn't. And then a scrap of the black, scrap of the ledger, just little bits that I gutted throughout the month that I never got used up. And then this is the branding strips from the 6x8 paper. So there's that. As far as ephemera goes, oh, these are cut aparts. So this is technically the 6x8 paper because that I had a cut apart in the 6x8. So that's the 6x8 cut aparts. And then I got a tag, a whole pack of tags, which is really exciting. I think I used both colors, the yellow and the teal of the twine for these, but I didn't use all of it. And then I actually have, I'm kind of surprised I have this many tags left over, but plenty of tags to go around. Yeah, I'm really surprised I have so many tags left over. And then as far as the ephemera pack, this is more than I usually have left over at the end of the month, but I think it's because I had so many stickers to work with. I just didn't go through the ephemera as much, which is nice because I have a coordinating collection that this all is going to go in for me to use. And I always hate when I kind of kill the ephemera first. So I'm excited there's some left over, but I'm surprised there's this much. So this is just all the ephemera bits. And then, there we go, another tag. And then I have the definition stickers. I loved these. I love these so much. And I feel like I used more than this, but apparently not. I'm surprised I didn't use more of the colored ones, and I'm surprised I used as much as I did of the black and white. But these obviously coordinate perfectly, and they'll coordinate with the collection I'm putting all this stuff with. So we will use more of those, but I have that. And then I had the sticker book, which I feel like I used a good bit of this too, but there's still plenty left because there's 262 stickers in here. So I used 4 off of the front page, a good bit of the photo corners, but I have plenty of photo corners left. Just 2 from this page. I used most of the labels. I have a teal and a peachy one left, and then I have a couple bits down here. Used a lot of that page though. I got a lot of mileage out of this alpha sticker sheet that's in here. It's almost dead. I can turn this 0 into an O and probably get one more title out of it, but I feel like I did pretty good on the black and white tile alpha. And then the last 3 pages are the ones that are on clear sticker stock. And I love a bunch of these stickers, but you really have to use them on a light colored background, and I just had a lot of colored backgrounds that kind of made them look muddy when I did try to use them. I could have stuck these onto some white paper and just fussy cut them and used them as a ephemera or a die cut, but I had so many stickers and rub-ons and ephemera to work with, I just didn't feel compelled to do that. So there's plenty of the clear sticker stock stickers left that I'll get used up, because again, it coordinates with another collection I have. And then out of the big sticker sheet from this collection, I used a ton. I'm really pleased with this. I'm surprised I didn't use more, but at the same time, like I had this whole thing of labels. I used all of this. It's just these 5 up here I didn't get used up. And then same with over here. Excuse me, I have a lot of the big stuff used up. But yeah, I didn't think that was too bad. I was pretty pleased with myself. So there's that. And then I had this giant pack of rub-ons, which was a really fun surprise for me. For those of you who asked where, I had a couple people ask where these rub-ons were from. It is 49 in Market. They are called Vintage Artistry Travel Anywhere Rub-On Transfers. And there were 6 sheets that came in this collection, and I cut into almost all of them. The only one I didn't cut into was actually the one I thought I was going to use most, which was the like globe print, the matte print in color. But because it was in color, that's why I deviated more towards the other sheet that had matte print. So this is the only one I didn't cut into. This sheet of words I did pretty good. There's still a ton left. I kind of only started cutting into this one the last 2 or so pages, but I did get, you know, a bunch of little bits used up. And then these little distance key ones I used a lot of. I have the green ones left, but I used all the other colors. So there's only 3 little bits left of that. And then this sheet that had the tickets, I didn't use any of this stuff that had, again, the globe kind of print, but I used a lot of the tickets. A lot of the tickets got used up. And then this is all that's left from that one sheet that was all this kind of fun mixed media matte print. I used this one a lot. I'm actually surprised this piece is even left. But this is the sheet I used the most. And then this was another page I really, really loved. It was kind of a mixed media text thing. And I used, I think 3 pieces off of this, but I still have more. So those are all the rub-ons, but I was pretty pleased with how many rub-ons I got used up. Because there was a lot, so that was fun. So there's that. I think I only have the alpha left. This is Pink Fresh Some Days. That's the alpha sheet that was included, which is a really fun green puffy alpha. I used it quite a few times, but there's a decent bit left on here. I definitely have more I can use, so, and that this will get used up. I wasn't worried about using up these puffy stickers because I always need, I always have a lot of like white and black and gold alphas, just because that's a color I buy a lot of because you can use it frequently. I don't buy these colored alphas as much, so when I get them, I'm really excited and they'll get used. Is what I'm trying to say, so I have that. But there is plenty left over. This is more that I've had left over in How to Kill a Kit with Style in a hot minute. So my plan is to put it with my Honey and Spice Heidi Swap collection. I have not touched this paper pad yet, so this might be a future How to Kill a Kit with Style if you guys are interested. But I felt like a lot of the colors coordinated really, really nicely. So that's my plan with the leftovers, minus this really beautiful beach paper, which I will use the second I have a beach photo. So that's the plan. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out everyone else playing along with How to Kill a Kit with Style, see what they made this month. And I will see you guys tomorrow for June's kit unboxing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.